Wow, so Unity took quite a while to load. Um, so I am just going to, it's just a performance day, just that's all we're going to be doing is make a performance a bit better, so be prepared for that. Um, and I mean, I guess the we'll just use the best practices for this. Go off of there. Increase. What is this? I think, yeah, it would be like physics being the biggest problem we have. Hmm. I know for now. Let's try to fix up how, like, basically the scroll wheel stuff works. And then we can kind of go from there. So, let's see. This is just a big bunch, like a jumble of randomness. I'm just looking for. Wow. Wherever the scroll wheel is being implemented. Really? I wonder if it's in the other player scripts. No set active, huh? Here we go. Oh, yes. Um, so basically, we've got to make it so whenever the player picks up a weapon, last weapon set will be the item before it. Um, so yeah, these are the weapons. So we always fill. Oh. Yeah, we always fill that one. I think I should get rid of bow. Like, let me maximize on play and then kind of break down how this would really work. So yeah, we get like our bow here, and that's under sword. So I guess what I would want is sorry, I woke up weirdly today. I was expecting that I need to be up early in the morning, but I didn't have to be. So I would like it to be like this. And we'll set that false. Would this still work? First of all. Okay. And then yeah, because it turns that off. So element 0. Yeah, so wherever pickup script is, we gotta first look at then. It would just be like right here. And then all that we're gonna want to do is so actually this isn't bad. This isn't bad. So we can actually leave sword 1 the way it's always been. Unity took weirdly long today to load, so this is not surprising that it's being weird, but yeah, we can leave sword 1, and then all we do is we make weapon elements 1. So we would do like collision dot get no get component, and then we can say like this. This has the weapons. Yeah, this can be public. Oh, finally. Weapons 1 is equals to stock game object. And then I think it'll be a-okay. Because I believe that recursively it will then set when we need it to. Why am I clicked off? So like you're playing, you fight the enemies. That is sadly health. Because I enjoy the idea of not having that ugly bow there. Although this weapon does like 10 damage, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh, and that's the next thing we gotta fix, but I just want to see what it's like to pick up an item. Bro, does this do even less damage? This is impossible. There's no way I'm gonna win. Alright, there is a bow. And the bow is just gone. Okay. Interesting. So it ain't working like what we would like. I kind of have to see this on maximized. But I don't understand. Oh yeah, cause so yeah, element 0 will have to be set to whatever it is if it's a sword. Now please tell me that switching does work. Because it's not. This was the wrong one, by the way, to do. It should be like this, I believe. Because this hit an error. Okay, yeah. I'm screwing way too much up. This is how that's supposed to be. That is supposed to be how that's set. You're not supposed to start with a bow. Unless you get one. There you go. Okay. Now maximize on play. So you can alternate. Dang, this weapon does a lot of damage. Oh, there was a ghost? I can't tell if they get destroyed or not sometimes. Wow, interesting. Like, I'm just looking at the generation. Still gotta fix up that weird bug where you can just, like... Another enemy, where everything spawns in fine. Get rid of that. I didn't want to go to another floor just yet. Really? Still no weapon. Wow. I guess we have to go up. Okay. So I know there's collisions going on for this. Let me pull out the platform destruction. I mean, I activate the kill switch every time, but it's just rough. I mean, I guess. Well, yeah, what if this is on else? And then spawn wall is the thing that spawns the walls. It just seems odd. I get that we're not using the on trigger stay anymore. We are. Oh, but yeah, because we're going to destroy it eventually. And I think that this should happen too. Yeah, I think that'll be better. I of course clicked off. Come on. Yeah, there is like a... I feel like this should be swapped. I just don't get why it's so finicky. Yeah, when it's like this. I don't know. That still works, and the other stuff still works. I guess... I don't get why this is so weird. I mean, for starters, it should already work like this. I'm sorry, I got a blip. Alright, I don't know what that was about. Um... Like, yeah, how about this? And then... otherwise... and then... and then... basically, whenever anything spawns, at all, in front of it, it should be like, or if anything spawns that's a platform, it'll be like, oh, this is, what was that? Hey, buddy. It'll be like, this is a platform, and fulfill these requirements here, and be like, no, there is a platform, and then it'll set it to false, and then say, like, I don't know, it wants to get rid of it, the algorithm. Well, if it's a platform that's leaving, then it'll set it to null, and if it's null, it'll just set it back to true. And that should all it should be. You shouldn't need some complex observer or anything for this. I shouldn't have to keep an update. I don't know why it's always acts so weird, but... Oh. And I, of course, clicked off yet again. Well, I think for some of it could detect there. Now to fix the problem like that, I have to go to this, and then I just want to see if anything will be destroyed. Or actually, I will debug .log. And the only reason I'm going to do this is because I just don't find it very simple the way that it goes about destroying everything. But yeah, this works. Great, so the swords do work. You see, like, it should be like this. It's just it handles itself so poorly. Well, that should have been destroyed, I believe. Oh, there it goes, actually. Huh. So let me try to break this down now. So yes, and then yeah. Let's just do that for now. And this is already being checked. Just get right spacing. Very good. That can be spaced out. And then, okay. And then we can honestly probably do this here too when an exit happens. And we may be able to just do it like that. So I wonder if destroy will occur now. Now that after all of that, it'll basically be like, yeah, I mean, the logic should be sound for this. Something was destroyed. This is just one of the starter spawns. I mean, it generated another room, so we can't really be mad at it. That was another enemy. Let's see. Let me click on. No destruction. This fine. Oh. No, that's just that. Makes sense. And wow. Because it has helped out. It would help out performance getting rid of those original stays as well. Which is very nice. Everything's handling itself. Wow, I'm so bad at hitting enemies. I'm not seeing any breaks, per se. I think this is a bow. Even though the placement is weird. But you still gotta fix that up. But yeah, like this doesn't seem bad. Object reference, is this just... Okay. There's a boss. Actually, is the object reference, by the way, impulse? Oh, huh. Okay. Should be fine. I think it's just a weird bug or something. It's another bow. I think it may have been an enemy, but it like flew away. But this is looking nice, and it looks like objects handle themselves way better. Yeah, that was an enemy for sure. Handle themselves way better than before. It's a weird object glitch that can happen. But that's good. And performance is running well at like 130. They're in that boss room, so it looks like a lot of the checks are coming through nice. Yeah, I don't know what was going on before with the other stuff. This is much better. Whoa. I think something was just generating there. Yes, very good. Now, if I had a designer, this would all look very nice. Destroy, so something was destroyed just now. But I'm assuming it's going to be not really felt. Yeah. Oh, and it was felt. But the walls come back fine, which is good. Whoa. So yeah, performance increased drastically. This even still needs more work. But it's better than before, which pleases me. We're gonna go to bosses now quick and see what we can do about them. Not handing over XP. Because I don't get why that doesn't work well. So bosses. Let me just see here. So on collision. Component parent. So I mean parent is passed. And we can debug every time this happens. And I think that it'll be fine. Like, I think it'll know almost. But it may just be that the calculation is weird or something. I mean, games should have it. Yeah, I mean, it should access the player now. Or it should have already, but it's just strange. Do bosses have this boss script? I mean, they should. Boss enemy. Because, like, there is a thing that stops bosses from really being nice. Bro, I am stuck. Can I just please get through here? Okay. Yeah, that generation stopped. This is definitely a better one. Oh, that's interesting. You can see it handling itself. No boss just yet. Hmm. I love that you start with a blade because blades are way easier to use right now. Mainly because bows are like off by a weird bit, but no. Hmm. I don't know. So if it's not any of the enemies in the game when it leaves, and I guess we could as well do props as well. I know the player has hit detection on them, but the hit detection should always be colliding. Unless it's like the fact that the end of the hit detection reaches the end of a like room. But I somewhat doubt that. Come on, give me a good generation, give me a boss. I've got like a giant cleaver. Is this a bow? Yeah. Look at the frame rate with this many enemies. Really, dude? What the heck? Why does it destroy when it... Like, it should not destroy when you are over it. How about if... How about that? Can I force her to turn 0? No. It isn't a function, it makes sense. Knock on wood, so far so good. And with these enemy AIs, we're hitting 160? Oh my gosh, dude. Performance update is so nice. That's crazy. I remember before we would get like 70 frames, and that would be like decent. I do plan on having like kind of a skill system or something for the player that will like take advantage of damage and stuff. So finally you can get your feet off the ground and things. Thank God there is a boss for once. But player XP, so it does give XP. You know what? Watch me be an idiot. EXP amount 0. Bruh. That's why. I was gonna say, it should be coming through. So what, slimes give 70, ghosts give 120, boss, why don't we let the boss give like 300? Because it doesn't seem like it, but the boss does like a fourth your health every time you collide with it, actually. Which we should as well take kind of a consideration of. And then debug .log, there we go. That will fix that. It looks like bosses still can like be somewhat laggy around it. So I mean, yeah, like I wonder if we could almost like make the core considered a prop. Because I think the core may take up a lot of space when the core spawns. But that is great to know that the slime boss works. Like every feature we have is working, and we garner decent FPS. The only thing we need to fix is the fact that it will just kill things. So you know what? We can just do like an update, and at any point, if player enter is equals to true, we're just going to destroy this script immediately. Because the player doesn't need to ever or wait a minute. The player does not ever need to go into an area and then it just destroys it. Like this should handle naturally like areas outside of the player, and it does. But if the player enters before any of that should occur ever, it should be destroyed. The only time something shouldn't be destroyed is, or should be destroyed before the player enters, is if it collides, and that's it. Now we're going to take a bit of a performance hit, but like it takes away so much of that good performance. How about this? That way we don't need to do an update. So this way, like if the lights ever turn on at any point, oh, but it will get rid of, Alright, here I go making another script. The issue is, like, it'll kill whatever it is, and then, or it'll kill the current thing, and then you can't turn the lights back on. Gonna want that. And then and that's the only other thing I think we'll have to do. So this will be if lights dot player enter. And then there you go. It doesn't have to have a starter. On enter. I know, you can do the compare tag. Woo, 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 woo. I'll do that, and then I mean, we could do that where it cuts. We're gonna comment this out, but like what this would do is you would be able to, like, if there's collisions behind you after you're in another room, then it'll be like, oh, get rid of that room, and you could be like, oh man, the dungeon is changing on itself because behind you, you can't go back some of the way you came. But for now, I think we want to just leave it. That should open up this. And yeah, the way I want it to go is I want the lights to go before any platform stuff. Very good. And then the lights. Go like this. Awesome. And now please tell me it handles itself. We should have, man, nearly 200 FPS. Instance of an object. What's the problem? I guess we should do... if there is any light. But as well, it should have lights. So hold up for 1 second. Should have lights. It does. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why there would be that kind of an error, but I wonder if there's a boss around. We're reaching like 100. Alright, the boss would definitely be over that way, cause... Or no, it'd be over this way. Alright. Or there's a bunch of enemies, yeah. So is the game happy now? I just want to check. We are... I mean, yeah. I guess it having to run through this every time is kind of strenuous on it. But I think that's about it. Oh wow, we're chunking here. There's gotta be a boss somewhere. Because the frames are going down. Nice just seconds ago. Yeah, there's gotta be a boss in that area. I can't wait to get procedural animations in here. After I add some more weapons and then make it so weapons are, you're more likely going to get weapons. Bows will be unique. Will always be a unique like thing, so but oh yeah, I went up here. Get lost in the maze. Have I gone down? This is where a boss must have been, yeah. Because we're hitting 140. So yeah, no. Based performance update. What can I say? The entire game feels a whole lot smoother. Oh, that was still part of that boss room, yeah. Man, we can just throw objects around. That's so funny. And then I have an idea for some nice movement. So like, every time we attack, we push forwards. But basically, we could kind of make this on the direction of wherever we're going. So we could be like, if input get key key code. Alright, I just want to grab all of that stuff from here quick. This right here. And then it'll just do, oh wait a minute. There we go, I accidentally copied the wrong thing. It'll do this. And then all we want to do is we just want to say else for these. I know it's a lot of if statements, terrible code, but there's some genius at play here. A is to the left, so this would be like right but negative. D is to the right, so it would just be to the right. S is backwards, so this would be negative. And then basically you just want to copy this kind of schema for every time you're doing an attack. So this is to the right. This is to the right, this is to the right. But it's all negative because we're going to the left, yeah. Then you just do it like that. It's always like that with sword, by the way, right? I'm doing everything by parent. I want to make sure I'm not gonna give myself some struggles. So 1, 2, 3. That's good. Swords will always be like this. Yeah, that's good. This will be like this. This will be like this. Isn't that positive? I don't know. I'll look at that in a second. Losing my mind looking at that. So now attacking will feel like you're swiping regularly. When you're with sword, when you're with bow, I just want to close this in. With bow, you shouldn't really get that movement, but you should be launched back when you fire. And I think that should be it for bows. I haven't the faintest where the for loop is. Oh, this is the for loop. Great. Awesome. Well, we should have some fun movement now when you're attacking with swords. So when you're with bow, you'll always be launched back. When you're with sword, whoa. So you can kind of like... You can kind of like move with it. So there's like way more of a... like you can like... Although when you stab forwards, you shouldn't... you should just deal with forwards, I think. When you stab forwards. But this is a fun little bit of movement here where... Now when you're swiping, you can back up while you're swiping. So you can regularly go forwards, or you can go backwards or to the sides. Whoa, what? Ah. Oh yeah, because that's always going to push you forwards now. So now it does feel like you lunge forward, but you can get like side swipes off. That's pretty smooth. Oh my gosh. You could just like make it go crazy. Oh, and there's a blade to take if you'll get out of the way. Huh? This is unprecedented. Should not be happening. Who knew that you could get the legendary double blade? Oh my gosh, and there is like a terrible bit of frame rate. Okay, that should not have happened. um, it says it has element 0 on pickup though. I don't know what that was about. Oh, that's cool. You can like strafe around. Launched that away. Interesting. So if you have it out, uh, I guess it we can just do like this. Because then maybe like if it's not right, because it works the other way if you grab it like regular. There's a sword. Just let me have it now. Alright, nice. That works. Oh wow, you can like jump off the ground with it. I just want to make the player's overall mass a bit more. They can still fly around, but although we're reaching slower FPS right now, which isn't nice. I am seeing enemies. That's interesting. You can back up and then go in. Like, huh? When it's smoother animations, you'll basically be able to, yeah, you'll be able to like almost leverage. And then I just want to make a dash. Oh, as well. Yeah, this being in a regular update, I think could cause some issues with performance, because especially because of like all the constant changes that are occurring with rigid body and everything. I think that'll increase performance. Yeah, yeah, that should be fine. I don't know, V for now, and then it'll just do the same thing, but times like 20, I guess. So, like, let's say you're running and then you dash. Yeah. Because I think the dash functionality will lend itself towards a very fun and like meaningful gameplay. It's always the little stuff in game development that counts. You could have everything else that looks really nice, but if the player doesn't move the way that people like it, I don't know. Wow, I clicked off still. Oh, is this because of fixed update? Because it's not immediately. Yeah, I guess it can't be fixed update. Because it doesn't read a person's inputs as quickly. Um, I guess can't you like access the direction of an object? So yeah, what I'll do is I'll do this. And outside of here, I'm gonna put dash functionality. And we'll have a vector3 of direction equals to current, or is equal to transform.position minus but I'd have to calculate a previous position every time. I mean, I could just do like make a method for it, then grab this, do this, And then maybe this will just work nicely. Although I gotta do this stupid stuff again. For the calculation. I don't know why I did that. I could just copy and then do like this, D, A. Okay. Oh, and then grab this over. And hopefully that works. Because I looked at the other thing and I would have had to calculate the dashing every time. I'm still not getting the input. I wonder if get key will just work for now. Unless I'm not pressing them together properly. But okay, I will say that it's not much of a dash. So try the get key down, and then I don't know, try 100. And force mode force ain't gonna work for this impulse. Whoa! It's more of like a teleport. Try like, I don't know, 80? Oh yeah. Forgot that that's how that is. Still kind of a teleport, yeah. Try this one out. Really, even with 50. You can still blend through the walls, so you want to make this natural. If it can't just work like this, we will add multiple impulses. Whoa. Alright. Try me 20. Instead, give 40 that way. I feel like that would be why. Because I was wondering, I was like, why is this being so strange all of a sudden? I clicked on something great. The loading of it is causing my frame rate to drop. Wow. Yeah, it still doesn't really feel like. Oh, maybe it could be force mode. What if it was like a velocity change? Maybe it'll just throw us in a direction. Alright, it still just feels like I'm teleporting. And weirdly, like, more successfully. I turned the song on. Really? I think an acceleration is the wrong way of going about this right now, but 20 shouldn't be too much to where we teleport around, but it is. Let's go on a quick dash. Yeah, it just adds to the acceleration. Let's try 10. Because we're going so far every time we try to dash, so. I mean, still. I guess it'll have to be force. It's gonna be like, have to be scaled up like tremendously. Yeah, it's gonna have to be scaled up like a bunch. I mean, I'm not even feeling it. Okay, well. Uh, Impulse may be a bit less than modifying the velocity. Actually, that's not too bad. You know what, these, it probably can just be 20 and we can leave it. As long as we don't we can't just like teleport through the walls, I think it'll actually be fine. We're getting very close to a good product for this. And then every time that we collide, with an enemy, I just want to make it so we get like bounced back a bit. And then we can quickly do a run with what regular health would feel like, and then I may call it there, because I do have to go somewhere today. If collision.gameObject.tag is equals to player, collision.gameObject.getComponent rigidbody.add no. I always want to add explosion force because I think it's going to be amazing, but I forget to realize I always forget to realize that it's never going to turn out the way I want it to, and that there's a lot of numbers and things I have to calculate every time you make an explosion force because it's in a radius instead of at a direct point, which is really what sucks. Just because this is the boss should push us back a bit more, and then we can throw on the health and see how this works. Like if you were actually going to play the game. Oh, what? Yeah, let's make sure not to do that. Okay. 100 max health, and then we can go into main menu. Save everything down. Ooh. Yeah, so no, it does push us back. I just want to make sure. Ouch. Ow. Alright. Oh, that dash is actually pretty sweet. Kind of like make a spacer. Definitely have to have a dash time that comes up. Ouch. World generation is feeling good too. I do not have the best mouse pad for this. Double table. Ah, there's a bow. Thank you for the glitchy bow. can't wait to get this fixed, although bow rotation is like so terrible that I fear that I may have to make a focus on the players, like uh, on an inner part of the camera, basically. Ouch. And we're reaching good frames, so I mean, there is stability. I know it's a shocker, but there is, and I'm going backwards. Wow. Eventually I will add in like a way so you can remark and know where you're going. Ouch. Like, I want to stab. I want to use the stab animation, but you gotta commit to it. Is the problem. Because it's like your best way of dealing damage. You have so many ways to space yourself out. The dash may not even be needed with like this kind of movement. Because you can turn yourself on a dime. Go forwards, go backwards. Does it just kill it every time we hit? Just fly in. Whoa. So, it looks like the generation isn't that good still. Ouch. 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 I don't have the health for this. I gotta regenerate. Oh, I was tagged. Oh! Poke? Oh. I gotta stop committing. Um, this generation is so fickle, man. Like, it even knows. It should even know that right before it'll be like, this was entered. I guess it's just how it is sometimes. I think this is good. I do kind of feel like the dash is a bit much, so we're just going to keep this on the back burner for now. It works. That's all we really need to know. I do want to make crouching a thing, because it's already basically there with the slide. But, Yeah, like we have enough enemies and stuff now to where we can just add on to it. And so I'm going to, like, the next couple streams will probably be much more experimental, where I'm like testing to see if we can get procedural animations in and stuff before we start trying to generate enemies. And like when it gets to that point, things will probably slow down a bunch, but if not, then it'll move really quickly and we'll get like a bunch of enemies. They'll be really cool with procedural animations. I'll fix up like the weapon animations, and then I'll try and begin, like, after I get all of that working and stuff. If I ever do get all that working, we can kind of look at how everything will come together design wise and finally make everything look pretty. But thank you for watching. I will be streaming tomorrow. I don't know about later today though, because I'll be out somewhere. So thank you.